Good morning everyone, this is BremSter and today I'm coming to you with the final puzzle in this series of the Hamilton Sudoku series. There's a lot more to come, but I'm doing them in batches of 5 or 10 or however they come. They're submitted in batches of 5 at the moment. This batch of 5 was submitted quite a while ago, but I just had flow and I was looking for a time to record it, and this was saving them for a time when I needed to, as I've mentioned before. And I actually couldn't finish this series in one run. I had to take a break in the middle, so I'm actually recording this about 4 days after I finished recording the last one. So yeah, things are a bit weird at the moment. I'm going to be saving, I do have the next 10, which were also submitted to me about a week ago, maybe a bit over. But I'm going to be saving those to a couple of weeks from now, when I'm actually traveling. And going to see Hamilton in another country. So that will be interesting. Other things that are going on, we'll be working on the results of the people who submitted or recommended puzzles during the week before World of Sudoku Volume 8 was released, to see who wins a PDF of that book. But I do highly recommend picking it up anyway. I think it's $6.50 and the puzzles in it are excellent. It is, I've done a lot of recreational solving from that, and it's just a really, really good book. Possibly, yeah, it's a really good book. I've had a lot of fun doing those puzzles. What else? Yeah, I think let's just get onto the puzzle, shall we? So normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Cells that are a king's move apart, oh dear, I've been having problems with global constraints, may not contain the same digit. So what that means is, for example, if I look at this one, by Sudoku it couldn't appear in any of these cells, but by King's Move it cannot appear to those. This is sometimes called the untouch rule. Basically, any cell that touches a digit cannot contain the same digit. So no cells that are directly around a digit. So for example, if that was a digit, none of those cells could be the same digit. That's basically what anti-king means. And we have, on green German whisper lines, adjacent digits must have a difference of at least 5. So any 2 adjacent cells along a German whisper line. They're the rules. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer, because at the moment it is sitting at over 1,000 minutes. I'm also going to fix an issue on my computer, which is now done. Let's give this a shot. So the first thing I can see is I can make all of those 5s. And the reason for that is you can never put a 5 on a German whisper line. 5 higher than 5 is 10 or higher, 5 lower is 0 or lower, and you have left the range of Sudoku digits. Also on these German whisper lines, we are going to alternate high-low polarity. And what that means is if you start with a digit lower than 5, because a digit is either going to be lower or higher because you cannot use 5, lower than 5, you cannot go down because you will leave the range of Sudoku digits. So you must go up. But because of the 5 digits, you will leapfrog the 5 and go into the higher digits. If you start in the higher digits, then you've got the same problem in reverse. You cannot go up, you'll leave the range of Sudoku digits. If you go down, you must leapfrog the 5 into lower. So when it alternates, you move along the line, it will always alternate high, low, high, low, high, low. So these 4 digits are always going to be... Oh, okay, I can see what's going on here. These 4 digits are always going to be the same polarity, and these 4 digits are always going to be the same polarity. Okay, now I don't know which is which yet, but where can 4 and 6 go in these boxes? You can never put 4 or 6 in any of those cells, and the reason for that is all of these cells have 2 adjacent parts of the line that see each other, and 4 and 6 only have 1 digit next to them that can be and I'm going to be able to populate all of these lines with pairs, if I remember correctly. If I was to make this a 4, both of those would have to be 9, and the same is true for all of these other cells. So 4 has to go in here. 6 only has 1 next to it, and if I put 6 in any of those, then I would have to put 2 1s in the box. 6 here means 2 1s there. 6 there means 2 1s there. Everything's set here. So this becomes a 4-6 pair. But because 4 and 6 need to have 1 and 9 next to them, this becomes 1 and 9. So the things that are left are 2, 3, 7, and 8. However, there's a problem, and I think it's with threes, because if this is a 3, the only digits that are 5 away from 3 are 8 and 9, but there's no 9 in those, so this can't be 3, and the same is true of those. And 7 needs 1 and 2 next to it, and if I put 7 here, there's no 1 in those. So these can't be 7, that becomes 2, 8, which means I can take 2 out of those. And the same is true, and I'm going to get rid of the colouring. That was an example colouring. And the same is true for all of these. These become, wrong mode, 4, 6. These become 1, 9. These become 3, 7. And these become 2, 8. And down here, these become 4, 6. These become 3, 7. These Nope. These become 1, 9. These become 3, 7. And these become 2, 8. Okay, so this 1, of course, makes this 9, which makes this 1, which makes this 1 because of the anti-king. The 1 sets the polarity, or any of these digits sets the polarity of the line, and that's going to just chain down. This has to be the 7, this has to be the 2, this has to be the 8, this has to be the 3, this has to be the 4, this has to be the 6. The 1 here means this is the 6, this is the 7, this is the 2, this is the 8, this is the 3, that was a typo, this is the 9, and this is the 4. And then the 7 here sees this, which makes it the 3, therefore this is the 9, this is the 4, this is the 6, this is the 1, this is the 7, this is the 2, and this is the 8. And all of those boxes are resolved like that. Now, 4 in this box maybe has to be in one of those 3 cells, but could it be there? No, yeah, it could be there. No, it can't be there because of the anti-king rule. So 4 is in one of those 2. 6 is in one of those 3. That doesn't seem to be helping me much. There'll be something going on. So this has to have a 3 or a 4 on it. This has to have a 2 here or a 3 on this. This has to have an 8 somewhere on it or a 9 there. This has to have a 1 somewhere on it or a 4 there. This has to have a 1 somewhere on it or a 3 there. Maybe this is just overzealous pencil marking. 1 is in one of those 2, which means 1 can't be in one of those. So 1 can't... So hang on. 1 has to be in one of these 3 by Sudoku. It can't be there, so it's in one of those. So 1 can't be in those or those or those. 1 is in one of those 2, but this 1 means that this is not the 1, this is the 1. So this is a high digit. So this is 6, 7, or 8. 1 is now in one of those 2, but this 1 means that that is not the 1. This is the 1, which puts 1 in one of those 2. 1 is also in one of those 2. So 1 is on this line. Oh, this 1, of course, means this is not the 1, and this is the 1. Is there another thing like that I can do? That's using the given 1. And I'm sure because these puzzles are designed to be easier that there's going to be a lot of people going, that's obvious. I can put 6 on that line though. 9 is in one of those 3. Maybe it'll be a naked single somewhere. That can't be 1, 2, 3. Can be 4. Maybe it's 5s again. 5 can't be in any of those. Five can't be in any of those. No? Eight is down here somewhere. Oh, 9, hang on. This 9 sees all of those. So this 9 sees all those 3. That 9 sees all of those 3. And that 9 sees that one. So 9 is in one of those 2. That's the thing to think about. because the way the anti-king in these central cells works is quite powerful. Actually, that is quite powerful. 9 is in one of those two, which means 9 is down here. 9 is in one of those two. But I can do the same here for 2. 2 can't be in any of those, actually, but that lines up with that 2. 4 can't be in any of those, but that lines up with that 4. 3 can't be in any of those, and it can't be in any of those, and that 3 sees that one. So 3 is in one of those two. 7 is not in any of those or any of those, and it's not there. So 7 is in one of those two. Is it row 5? If that's a 3, that's a 9. And that doesn't work. If that's a low digit, it's a 1. Which is interesting because I can't put a 3 there. So 3 can't be here or here or here. 3 is in one of those. If I put a 3 there, this would have to be 8 or 9. And then I'd have used 3, 9, and 1 and 7 would... 1 has no spot. But that... I'm missing something incredibly obvious here. Particularly as these puzzles were designed to be approachable. Well, 4 can't go on this line anymore because I can't put 9 on this line. So 4 can't be there or there. No. 2 is in one of those 3. This can't be 1, 2, 3. It could be 4. Can't be 5. Could be 6. Can't be 7. So hang on. This can't be 1, 2, 3. It could be 4. Can't be 5. Could be 6. Can't be 7. Can't be 8. Can't be 9. So is it this row? Sorry, this is really breaking my brain. This can't be 1, 2, 3. If it's 4, this can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. This is high. Right. This can't be 1, it can't be 2, it can't be 3, and it can't be 4. Because 4 would make that 9, and I can't put 9 on the line. So this is a high digit. So that is high. This is low. This is high. And if it's low, it's not 7, and this becomes the 7. So this is from 6 or 7 only, and it's not 7. This is the 6. This is the 1. This is not the 1. This is 8 or 9, and it's not 9. This is 8. Right, that's what I was missing. This 6, of course, makes this 4. There we go. And now, of course, this 1 means this is not the 1, and this is the 1. I missed that for way too long. Now, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 9. So this is 5 and 9. So 2, 3, 5, and 9. There's no 5 there. There's no 9 or 3 there. Huh. There's no 9 there. 2, 3, 6 down here. So this is a 2 or a 3, and this is a 6 in the column, which means 6 in this row. Where is 6 in this row? It can't be in either of those because they both see that. This becomes the 6. Now 4 is down here somewhere, but I still can put 9 on this line. If I couldn't, then that couldn't be a 4. Now there might be something I'm missing there. 1, 2, 3, 4 could be there. 5, 6, 7, 8 is over here as well. Well, 8 is on this line. What's this triple? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 5, and 7. Well, there's no 2 there. And this is actually a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 6, and 9. There's no 3 there. There's no 9 there. There's no 6 there. So that's actually a 3, 6, 9 triple. So if this is a 3, this is an 8. And then this would be a 2. And that's fine. Wow, this is much harder than I thought. I know there's going to be people, like I'm 13 minutes in, and I know there's going to be people saying, oh, this was a nice guess, 8 minutes. Sorry. 4 is down here, because I haven't put 4, 5, 7, or 9 in here. Hang on, 4, 5, 7, or 9. So this is 5 or 7. No. I've got to put 2 along here. That can't be a 2. Because if this was a 2, that sees all 3 of those, which are the only places for 2. So 2 is in one of those 2, which means 2 is in one of those 2. So now I can't put 1 or 2 on this line. It's got a 3, or, yeah, which it couldn't have anyway because of that. So I knew that. That always had 3 or 4. And 3 or 4 goes with 8, 9. So these are from 3, 4, 8, 9, and that's not 8. And that's not 3. I am really bad at this puzzle. It's got to be this one, doesn't it? Like, if this is low, it's 2. If it's high, it's 8. So this is only 2 or 8. Because it sees 1, 3, and 4, and 6, 7, and 9. So this is only 2 or 8. This sees 1 and 4. So it could be 2 or 3. And it sees 6, 7, and 9. So it's only 2, 3, or 8. So this could be 8, 9 with that being low. And if this is 8, 3, 2 works. But this is a 2, 3, 8 triple. So that's not 2 or 3. Now I've got a 5, 9 pair with a 2, 3, 8. This is the 4. Right, I could never have put 4 on here once I got this triple. That was important. So these are from 5, 6, 7, and 9. So 5, 6, 9, 5, 6, 7. Hang on, that can't be a 3. That could never be a 3, because if there's a 3, 6, 9 triple here. There's no 3 here. This is a 2, 8 pair, which still allows for either of those, but that makes that the 3. The 5, 9 pair makes that the 2, which means that's not the 2. Right, now this is starting to give me some information, maybe. The 2 here means this is not the 2, this is the 2. I could have got the same from that 3. Right. 6 is now in one of those 2, but it could easily be there. This can't be 5 or 7, which it couldn't have been anyway. Ah, wow. 4, 9 here. Does that cause any problems? I'm trying to find where the pressure points are. I really am. I'm very tempted to turn on the pencil mark checker. So in this row, 2, 5, 7, 8. Now that can't be 5 and it can't be 7. So this is 2 or 8. That can't be 2 or 7. So this is 5 or 8 only. Wow. Like this cell here sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. So this is, oh, and it can't be 6 because this sees 1, 2, 3. This cell here sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 9. So this is 5 or 8 only. So is there more like that? This cell? No, it's got lots of options. This one, 1, 2, 3, could be 4, 6. So this is 4 or 6 only. This one, 1, 2, 3, can be 4. This is just hunting for naked singles with no information is weird. Could be, so it's, okay, so let's look at this column, because this column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. So these are 3, 4, 5, and 9. Now, by my pencil marks, they're not 3. That one's not 4 or 9. Or 9. That's a naked single 5. Okay, so I can take 5 out of those. That becomes an 8. Okay, so I needed to realize the quadruple in that column was powerful. Okay, that's an 8. This is not an 8 anymore. That 5 takes 5 out of there. That's a 6, 7 pair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 8 go in there, giving me a 2, 8 deadly pattern, which is going to get resolved by this whisper line. This is... So 2 is in one of those two. See, normally there's some anti-king tricks that you can use in a puzzle like this, but this does not seem to be giving you any interesting anti-king tricks. 8 is in one of those two, but there's no anti-king feedback in this puzzle that I'm finding at all. No, 4 is in one of those two, but that's... When I first saw this puzzle, I went, oh, anti-king, this will be fun. But I'm not finding anything about this that is giving me good feedback. 3 is in one of these, I believe. 1, 2... So 3 is here and here. So 3 has to be down here and it can't be there. So 3 is in one of those two, but that's not giving me any anti-king feedback either. This is at 25 minutes. This is... Considering this series was designed to be puzzles that I could do easily and I could just bring as easier puzzles to people, I don't know if this is the last puzzle in the series that I do. I mean, there is the symmetrical thing here. This gave me information on the on the quadruple, even though it wasn't telegraphed. I'll do the same here. 1, so I need 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. 2, 3, 5, and 7. Well, there's no 5 there, but there's nothing else that I can see up here. That can't be 3, that can't be 2 or 5, and that can't be 2 or 7. So is there something missing from this box? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, everything is presented, so that's not... Okay, so what about this quadruple? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 9. So this is 4, 7, 9. 3, 9. 4, 7, and 9. So 3 is in one of those two, which means that, okay, so in this row, 3 is in one of those two, which means this cannot be a 3. This is the 5, which takes the 5 out of there. So 5 is in one of those two, which means 5 can't be in any of those, but it can't be anyway. Oh, it's kind of depending on this series to keep the channel going, but 3, 5, 8, 9 go into the bottom. Okay, so again, if this was a 3, so this column needs 3, 5, 8, and 9, but if this was a 3, I couldn't put a 3 in this row. So this is not a 3, this is a 5, 8, 9 triple, this becomes the 3, this becomes the 7, this becomes the 2. There's no 7 there, this is the 8, there's no 8 here. This is 4 or 9. If this is 4, this is 9. If this is 9, it's not this 9. But the 4-9 pair means this is 3, which means this is 9 and this is 4. The 4 and the 7 look back, making this 9, which means this is the 4. There's no 9 here. 5-8 pair means this is the 7. The 9 looks up, making this 5 and this 9. The 8 here makes this 5 and this 8. So there may have been another way, but it was all down to the 3s in this row. And yeah, that is a nice anti-king trick, but it was hard to see. So this 6, no, this 3 looks up, meaning this is a 4-9 pair. So this is the 3, which makes this the 2. The 4-9 pair means this is the 6 and this is the 7, which looks across, making that the 6, which means this is the 9, this is the 3, this is the 6. The 3 means this has to be high and this low, which looks up, making that the 8 and that the 2. 5 and 7 not seeing yet, but there's no 9 here, and this makes this the 5, which makes this the 7 and this the 5. So this pair is 1, 2, it's not 3 here, so this is the 3, this is the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. I'll use that 7 to make that 9 and that 7. The 9 makes that 4 and that 9. Yeah, so that is the correct solution. There may have been a nicer way of finding it than this 3, but that was really tricky for what was presented as an approachable puzzle. That was a hard spot. I would have rated this on the normal scale. I mean, I know most experienced solvers would rate this a 2 out of 5, possibly even a 1 out of 5, because it's like, oh, that's just a standard discovery. But finding things like the naked singles, I suppose just pencil mark. What this puzzle is trying to teach people is pencil mark quadruples. So if you have 4 cells in a column or a box or anything, pencil mark them. Absolutely 100% pencil mark your quadruples is what this puzzle is trying to tell. If you don't pencil mark your quadruples, this puzzle is unsolvable. And if you're not someone who pencil marks your quadruples, this puzzle's a 4. If you do, yeah, it's probably a 2. So take the average. I'd call this one a 3. Thank you, whoever John Lawrence is, for submitting this puzzle. Tomorrow I'm going to be bringing a regular submission / recommendation. I'm not sure yet. And we'll see how that goes. Hope you're enjoying the series. It's definitely an emotional one for me at the moment for reasons I won't go into. But yeah, we'll see how it all turns out. Thank you everyone for watching. And as always, good luck with your solving.